Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning listener. If you are new to my channel, I am an awakened empath. I am Deanna with Divine Destiny, and the whole purpose of my channel is to leave you feeling more encouraged, more empowered, more centered in self-love than what you are coming into it. So, welcome. If it resonates with you, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell, share it to help get me out there. If it doesn't resonate with you, please do just keep on scrolling. Thank you very much. So, chances are, if you found my channel, you're an empath, an old soul. What I do is utilize Oracle to encourage us, to cheer us on as we're going through these ever-changing shifts. And from my perspective, it's not a predictive at all. And the reason I say that is because personally for me, I feel sharing it as encouragement is way more effective than predicting, because we do have free will. So with that being said, how are all the energy shifts going for you? Because I tell you what, it's been intense for me, and if you're a feeler and healer, there's no doubt about it. It's been intense, purging, letting go of things. If you've been aware of that, if you've been observing that purging of emotions and past patterns, then give yourself a that a girl, that a boy for doing your best on this planet to shine your light, to stay in balance, to be the alchemy and the alchemist of transforming a lot of things. Wounds with the Chiron and Aries, the wounded healer, and the one thing that sets us apart from a science healer or physician or whatever is because we have been wounded, we've been through the storms, we're now rising. Love and compassion is the biggest gift that you can give to yourself, and therefore be in service and hold space for others in the heart-centered space. I tried to go on and print the chart out for this full moon in Capricorn with a lunar eclipse, so it's a big, huge illumination. The sun's gonna darken it out, so what we are letting go of, past wounds, an end, a reset to all of the karma, which is just cause and effect from this lifetime and other lifetimes. We are really being called to collectively, on an individual level, always starts with us, always starts with you, to purge, let go of all of the things that have been holding us back from our divinity. The masculine was out of balance for so long, and so I'm honored as a Virgo, as a maiden, to be rising in my divinity. For about the past week, my internal clock is completely shifted, as within, as on the outside as well. So Mother Earth is showing us in every way. The biggest detriment to humanity has been disconnecting us from Mother Earth, from the divine feminine that supports us, from the divine feminine within you. Gender has nothing to do with it. It's the balance of the two in between. We've been out of balance with the masculine, and now we're being asked to rise. Divine feminine rise within the female, within the male. I really wish I could have got the chart printed out for the eclipse, but my computer shut down to restart right before I was getting ready to come on, so I'm just going to go with what's in my memory bank here. I am I'm not an astrologer, excuse me. Another thing I've been noticing, tongue-tied. Go figure, Mercury retrograde, right? However, just being an awakened empath, I now have great discernment of knowing that all of my life I've been a feeler. and I could never discern whether it was mine or somebody else's. I'm sure you resonate. And now I have great discernment as I'm healing myself to know that I pick up on collective energy. And if you're an empath, I'm sure that you do too. That's one of the traits that just sets us apart, is we're very compassionate. When we're not empowered, when we're still going on the old programs, we don't know the light that we are. So that's what my channel is about, is to encourage every one of you. If you've always felt a little different than everybody else, it's time to let go. This is a huge reset for us, guys. With that being said, the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn is also on the south node, so that is letting go of a lot of past things, karmic belief systems, past life things, healing thy wounds. We have help on the north node. That's just, I believe it's called an opposition, the opposite of that. So that sun eclipse in it is highlighting. So it's kind of a push-pull. If you've been feeling that polarity within you, congratulations, because you're leveling up on a soul level. It's soul evolution right now, guys. We're going into the age of Aquarius, into the more heart-centered space, and this is the purging. These eclipses are super duper powerful. So we have Earth with the Capricorn, which is even more intense because we have Saturn and Pluto. Pluto's our deepest, darkest parts of us that are coming forth to be healed. It's also on a collective level. That's why you're seeing all of the crazy fuckery. If you watch TV, which I don't, I just hearsay a little bit of things. But we at least have some intensity with all of the things that are coming to the light in earthy Capricorn. This is a huge reset energetically for everybody, and it's very emotional and very intense. It's important to be the observer of those emotions. Don't become them. There's some support there with the north node, where we want to head into the Cancer, into the mother, being the ultimate divine feminine that you can be. And this is also representative of the mother, Gaia. Venus is going to be right there with her. So that's kind of a little bit of, I feel relief today, but yesterday I was down and out, and by the time I had balanced myself within me as I'm purging and calling in the Creator's light for healing, to heal myself, it ended up leaving me whipped, like exhausted. So symptoms you guys all might be feeling, I've been seeing across the board, feeling across the board, even within myself. And let's just go within a week or two back. Vertigo, very tired, huge onsets of bliss, but on the other polarity of it, huge onsets of like feeling depressed. Don't become them lower, don't ignore it. Don't ignore your dark. The Pluto, I think, is only like 2 degrees away from the south node, releasing all the karma stuff, and that Pluto's very, very deep. So these are things that we might not even know that come to the surface right now. Don't be alarmed by it. And if you're like me, you've been going, holy shit, I thought I already handled that. Well, guess what? Just always remind yourself that no matter how deep it goes, and like you're going from complete bliss to freaking crying your eyes out, it's okay. Give thanks, be the observer of it, and go, that's okay, because that means I've surrendered with all the water. I've been saying this for quite some time, not only here, but also on my Facebook page, which is Divine Destiny and the Rise of Empaths. If you're new to my channel today, please do. If you're interested in just the healing process and speaking across the board about all things, please do ask to join that group. It's Divine Destiny and the Rise of Empaths. Put in the little questionnaire that you found me on YouTube as well. I would really super appreciate that. I would love for that to gain some fruition, and I'm going to set my intentions with this, with the full moon lunar eclipse, because very briefly before I go on to the cards, my spiritual awakening was triggered by a devastating thing that happened in my life. 5 years ago almost. My beautiful empath child transitioned himself, and I had no idea that it was, first of all, going to happen, but secondly, the spiritual awakening that's taken place, that to me is very representative of wounded healer rising within me. My connection to spirit and the unseen has just opened up my heart to the most expansive place, and it's my whole purpose of this channel, is to help other people. So let's just get going into the cards. The first card that I chose for the week from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and there is no doubt this reading is just phenomenal this week. As long as I've been doing the Oracle and then just recently started learning Tarot, Spirit still blows my doors off, because it's like, boom. We chose the Water card. Card 61. And you see this sphere of water, which is representative of the emotions, which is the North Node, where we're headed, guys. This has been purging and going into this aspect of getting in tune with your true feelings, true heart, living your soul's purpose. And the biggest gift you can give to yourself and others is being authentic, not becoming these emotions, but not suppressing them as well. It's contained in a sphere here, but just like our emotions, you can't hold those into a sphere. So release them. And let me see what else, because there was things that I intuitively picked up on these that I wrote down when I first drew these for this week. This is representative, of course, the water signs of the Mother, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, which we got the North Node in Cancer plus Venus, so that's where we're wanting to head, is towards the North Node, guys. We're releasing the South Node stuff. This is higher inner emotions, intense emotions. So if you've been like me, crying, let it out. This is another reminder to stay fluent and buoyant, because the energies are ever changing right now. And you also are going to see this, if anybody pays attention, the water and the displacement of flooding here and there across the globe is another tall tan that we are directly linked to Earth. And I feel to stay fluent, send energy and healing to the whole Mother Earth. And when you're doing that within yourself, you're helping her too. So it's like labor pains to me. I'm going to read this card. Water symbolizes purification. So this is a cleanse. This is a purge for us and the earth. Regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to a new self. That's where we're headed with the Cancer and the North Node, guys. Getting rid of the things in the South Node with Capricorn, the old beliefs, the old family dynamics, more moving into soul tribes, which that's across the board. I'm seeing it. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood, and the new life is revealed after the deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then as soon as the form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus creating limitations. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable, so stay fluent, been saying that, and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. That's another thing too. Settle into your heart, you won't go wrong anyway. Don't become the emotions. Observe them, release them. Water invites you to see the ebbs and the flows of the events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Just go with it. And then secondly, we got the Moon card, which is also representative of emotions and water, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. It is number 9, so that's completion, and I know that number, and it sticks out to me because I'm a life path number 9, so this is ending of old cycles, releasing these emotions, and it's the perfect time with the Capricorn lunar eclipse. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and back again. This phenomenon in our skies has powerful impact on our human psyche. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is light waiting, so we can be reborn into a new phase. Hello, letting go of it all with the South Node, heading toward the North Node, really being catalyst and alchemist of what we want family to be. Divine Mother, honoring our earth, doing things a whole new way. Guys, does anybody want the Pisces age to stay? Because we're trashing the fucking soil. We're trashing the air. No, we can't keep going on this way. Mother Earth is speaking loud and clear. I hear her. Let's do something, man. This is my passion. Let's do something. And it starts with you, starts with me, you know? The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of the waters on Earth. This same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from the hiding back into the unconscious. So this is a lot right now with the water. And then we have the South Node, Saturn, Pluto, all with this eclipse on the South Node. Holy shit, is it heavy and intense. Just keep flowing, man. This is the reset button for everybody to be anew. Start speaking. Start congregating to make a difference within yourself and others and this planet. I mean, we got to do it. It's got to be done for our children. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact and show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of the bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. There we go. We're supported so much right now with our soul tribe and soul family that it's amazing. And I'm so thankful because it's been so very deep. And my online connection, oh my God, the substance. I'm so thankful and blessed for each one of you. And if you're new to my channel, I'm like, oh, another brother or sister. So it's pretty cool, guys. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, your essential human and spiritual needs. That's another thing that's been coming up to me. It's a time, I'm hoping that if you found my channel, you've been doing your work, that it's a very strong time to gain your spiritual muscles, strengthen them. As the darkness continues to squirm, so to speak, our light being shined on it, it can look and appear like it's pretty nasty, but I want you to be encouraged by me to look at it from a different perspective of our interactions, in depth, substance, integrity, intimacy of heart to heart, speaking to people with no mask on. The biggest gift you can give yourself is to feel your authentic emotions, the darkness and light balanced within you in the heart chakra, and just really taking your authenticity forward. And as things start crumbling out here within you, it seems so dark, just remember that the light comes again. And it's the best thing we can give to humanity is for start living from the heart. Our soul knows what path to go. And the last one we got was the Beauty Way, which symbolically to me, this card is just so beautiful. It's transformation. It's the lotus flower blooming from out of the muck. Dragonflies are very significant to me. My son in spirit comes to me. It's a transformation symbolic of rising out of the mucks and the dark and the depth and just taking flight, spiritually connected, knowing who you are as a child of Creator, God, Source. I'll reiterate this. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, so if you hear me talking about Jesus and God, love me up anyway, because Jesus is my guide, ascended master, as above, so below. So God, creator, source, whatever you so choose, doesn't matter. It's time to collectively go where we don't bash each other's differences, but yet the oneness, the common things. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet too, guys. We're making connections around the world, and we're not buying into the media news program, the old karmic bullshit that are trying to separate, divide, and conquer us. No, let's start rejoicing and celebrating each other's hearts and oneness and holding space and hearing somebody. But we don't have to bash differences. We can accept differences. That's the beautiful thing. If everybody on this planet, there are no walls, there are no borders. We're here on Mother Earth. She's sustaining us. We're all brothers and sisters of Creator. Doesn't matter about color differences, what you call God. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that we have the same love, which is in the heart, and our soul speaks to us. The internet is the biggest blessing. So I'm thankful for you. Transformation. This card's fabulous, is it not? Coming up out of the darkness, transforming it, being the alchemy of knowing we're divine spiritual beings, and really anchoring that in here so that we can help along Gaia as well. The beauty way is both a path that you travel on the daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to everything and every situation. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. That was another thing. Us light workers, empaths, old souls, way showers, whatever label you want to throw on it, those that are in the heart center right now, we're paving the way. So it's so important to shine your light. And yes, we're human, we falter, but set the example of love and loving each other for our oneness. And don't be the one that's buying into the B crap of bashing each other's differences. Be the alchemist of that. Be the light worker. It's time to walk it. Don't beat yourself up when you falter. But this is a huge time too, and I've been saying this for probably a few weeks. It's an honor to yourself to not react to people right now, as the ones that are clinging to the mast and the ego are so stuck in that. Try not to argue with people. Don't react, but at the same time, don't be a passive. Respond if you need to in a heart-centered space. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses. Take a deep breath. Look at the stars. I ground every day. I love it. Get back connected to nature and Gaia, you guys. Take those soled shoes off your feet. Get out on the bare grass. Hug a tree. Look up at the stars and the moon. It's fabulous. I was having a hard time coming in tonight because the moon is just so bright. Excuse me. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Also, to me, don't be thankful for being hurt, but be thankful for the lessons that you learn through the hurt, right? Healthy boundaries is not to build walls. Healthy boundaries is that I know who I am as a divine child of Creator, and I respect the fact that you are as well in spirit, but if your ego is out of control, healthy boundaries, guys, so, so important. So get through these deep emotions, stay fluent to all these ever-changing shifts. This moon is a huge one with the lunar eclipse in Capricorn, full moon, south node, ending karmic cycles, huge, huge reset collectively, whether you're awake or not, it's on. And I really recommend that anybody dive deep to heal your wounds so you can do some soul level healing and really stepping forth into what is before us, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. and every one of your lights matters. I also chose a tarot from my celestial oracle, celestial, and I was blown away because we have more water and another moon, and we got a major arcana, the High Priestess. She is the master of her emotions. She is the alchemist. She is the one that listens to her body. She listens to her intuition. She's helping shine her light, guiding others. What else does it say about her? She's just like the ultimate divine feminine, guys. It's paving the way. So on an oracle level, the High Priestess invites us to be more aware of symbols and signs. Feeling responses, so listen to your body. If your intuition says with something, listen to it. That's where we're headed. The intuition in the heart space is our language. That's going to be our first language. Because the words and the labels and the ego have gotten a lot of people into this polarity and division, and it's not about that. I hope there's not too much of a glare, because if you can see, she's just in her divinity. She listens to her intuition. She knows on a soul level, we're not here just for the small stuff. She also asks to be paying attention to your mood swings in general, the inner life. So that's your inner emotions, and that's what the moon represents too. And then we got the water with emotions. Spirit just still keeps surprising me. I've been doing these oracles for quite a little while. A little bit new to me at the same time, and then the tarot, and it's like, are you kidding me? I'm still surprised by it. It's so cool. I love it. The veil that conceals the outer world lifts to reveal its mysteries. So this is you seeing the bigger picture, knowing that you're not here to play small. High Priestess. Beautiful messages, and the encouragement just still blows me away. You can't get no wrong. I'm going to choose one more from our Moonology Oracle to go along with our reading, and we are underway. We're already feeling the energy of this full moon in Capricorn with the eclipse, which is a beautiful time to reset. It's also a beautiful time for ceremony. So you wouldn't believe the power of getting out on paper anything that does not serve for your higher good anymore, and in a safe space, light it on fire and burn it, and with your intentions, release. Set your intentions for what we want going forward with this North Node in Cancer. You know, the mother, the emotions, Mother Earth, all connected, all divinely guided and supported right now to release any of the karmic stuff. Don't create any more so-called bad karma. Karma is not bad nor good, the polarity of it, but cause and effect, you know? I surround myself with the divine white light, the utmost Christed, beautiful, pure white light, Christ consciousness. I also protect every single person, surround them with it as well, who come in and listen. We give thanks for where we are on this journey right now, and we know that it's intense with the emotions and all the water, but just like the ebbs and flows, that the moon and the ebbs and tides of the water, we can cleanse, purify, release, and with the moon, know that the darkness will turn to light, that our light matters, and that we're in transformative times that keep asking us to be fluent, be buoyant, don't beat yourself up, be the lotus flower, blooming out of the mud, the wounded healer rising. We give thanks in advance for whatever it is, our soul. And then here we go, trusting your intuition, major arcana with the moon, with all this water, with this transformation. I'm still in awe over this every time I do it. Like I said, oh, right there, we got you are good enough. Well, if that ain't a pep talk. Full moon in Virgo. We have some green around her. This is encouragement again for the divine feminine who are assisting Gaia shifting into a heart-centered space. Full moon in Virgo. She's an earth sign. You don't have to be an earth sign. This is just anchoring it into earth. You're the alchemist. You've been purging, releasing what no longer serves you on a karmic level, whether you know it or not, with the South Node, Pluto, diving deep, Saturn as well. The Saturn of no more crap. We're cutting the cords on all these karmic crap and cutting to the chase and rising in our divinity. It's well worth it. I'm going to encourage everybody to keep focusing on breath. Breath is life. About a week ago, I shared the upside down triangle, which is the earth symbol. Pay attention to symbols too. That's what this card says. Look at things more symbolically instead of logically, and trust your heart and intuition, and you'll understand that is the best compass. That's why I love astrology and oracle as well. Not in a predictive way, but in a way of, if you start getting out of here with gotta have science and facts, and you step into here, it's the truth and the way, just like Yeshua said. Not just within him. We're his sisters and brothers. We're here. We're in revelations. Like, we're in aha moments. People are waking up. I don't know if the Matrix knew what they were going to do when they gave us the internet, but I'm so very thankful to my sisters and brothers across the globe, and celebrating our oneness and being that divine feminine. Love and compassion is the biggest, most powerful energy. We can heal ourselves. We can heal others. We are the healers. We're the ones turning our Chiron and Aries. We're turning the wounded healer in us into the wisdom, because we have knowledge of that. We can reach our hands out to help each other because we've been there. We can hold space. I think this is also just a reminder too, when it says you're good enough. Start holding yourself up in the utmost light and divinity of who you truly are as a child, co-creator. We're not dirty little sinners. We are limitless. So really everything goes back to the heart space. Stay fluent. We're in purifications. This is a beautiful time with this full moon tomorrow night. Eclipse in Capricorn. Release anything that does not serve for your higher good. The beauty way. And we are all, if you're awake, we're lotus coming out of the mud. Transformation with the dragonfly.